Tired of eating plain boiled arrowroot aka Nduma? Well, let's take things up a notch higher with this rich, flavorful NdumaStew. Easy to make, full of flavors, and perfect food for breakfast or dinner, even lunch. Welcome to the kitchen and let's cook. Well, you need some raw Nduma for this recipe. You will start by peeling them, then clean them and cut them into your desired size. I've already peeled mine, so I'm just cleaning them and cutting them according to the size I like. I prefer medium size for mine because most of the time I just boil them and I don't want them to get mushy. If you want to know how to peel Nduma without getting itchy, check on my video. I will post the link in the description box. I've done a video of boiled Nduma and it's well detailed. Check it out. I'm doing this video courtesy of one fan culture sign. Not long ago, he requested for this recipe. I hope he finds this video and watch it. I'm going to make half of it stew and the rest I will boil. Once your Nduma is clean and nice, leave it in that water and let's move to the next step. These are the spices I'm going to use. I have some garlic, onion, pili pili, turmeric and black pepper, tomato and seasoning flavor, and Dania. This is all I'm going to use, so I'm just going to prep them. I'm going to use limited spices, just the ones you're seeing here. I love my Ndumas in its natural taste, but you're free to add as many as you wish. Guys, thanks for stopping by and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are here again with another amazing recipe. As usual, I'm just asking for your support. Like my video, engage me, leave me a comment in the comment section, or if you have any recipe you want me to do, just make a request there and I will share it just the same way I've done this. And if it's a first time here, feel most welcome. And if you find this kind of content useful, consider subscribing, support my channel, help me grow. And for more amazing recipes like this, don't hesitate to click the notification bell so that you can come back and watch my other video. Watch this video up to the end so that you don't miss each and every step. It's important. I will leave all the ingredients and their exact measurements in the description box, so check on it. Done with prepping the veggies, let's do the cooking. In a sufuria, heat some oil and add your chopped onions, stir it and saute until it's translucent. Once the onion has sweat, go in with your crushed garlic. Crush your garlic, or you can grate it if you don't have this fancy crusher. Then stir it in to mix well. Then saute again until it's nice and fragrant, and don't let it burn. Then add in your chopped tomatoes. Stir it to mix with the onions as you try to break the tomatoes down. Then go in with your pili pili. This is optional. If you don't like it hot, just omit that. Then cover it with a lid and let tomatoes to cook until it's soft and saucy. Add some salt to enable the tomatoes to soften faster. Then give it a good mix. At this point, just go in with your seasoning, all the seasoning you have. Like I said, I'm just using the limited ones. I will add my turmeric and black pepper and the seasoning flavor. Then stir it in to combine well. Allow the spices to cook well before adding in your Nduma. Next, add in your Ndumas. This is raw Nduma. There are so many ways to make this. Some people boil them first, then fry the sauce and deepen them. I love mine this way. This way, you're sure of your Nduma infusing all the flavors in the spices and it will be rich in flavor. Add the water, fill your saucepan with water enough to boil the nduma until it's tender. Stir it in and ensure everything is well cooperated. Move your spatula to the bottom of the saucepan just to ensure everything is well combined. Then cover your saucepan and let it simmer on a low medium heat until its forks tender. Using a spatula, gently flip the arrowroots. Check if some are stuck in the bottom of the saucepan. Be gentle while doing this. You don't want them to get mushy. At this point, my nduma is ready. Turn off your stove and garnish with some coriander. Look at it. It's so lovely and the aroma here is heavenly. And our Nduma stew is ready. You can serve it right away with any accompaniment of your choice. You can have it over dinner, lunch, or even breakfast like me. And this recipe is so good with the kids who despise boiled nduma. I also have some other method of making nduma good for kids. You can just check it out. I will share the link in the description box and let your young ones also enjoy nduma. Guys, I hope you try this recipe, and if you give it a try, don't forget to bring back your feedback in the comment section. I would like to know how yours turned out. The nduma is so rich in flavor, cozy and delicious. I enjoyed mine with white tea, very cozy. If you love this twist, like, share and subscribe if you haven't for more amazing and delicious recipes like this. As always, thank you for watching and keep cooking with love. Enjoy! I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.